Hello believers. In this video, we are going to know the top 10 most deadliest UTOTS in the TOTS event, which you must try if you want to score a lot of goals and get great results. Each UTOTS player has their own special ability, and some of them are seriously cheap but better than 2,000 shard cost players. So the video will be awesome, and before we start, make sure you've subscribed and hit that notification bell icon to never miss amazing contents like this. Now, before discussing those UTOTS players, firstly, let's know how I am going to judge those players. To judge them, I am giving them 1 to 10 points. If the player is getting 1 to 4, you have to think that specific player is recommended less for you. If I give them 5 to 7 points, then think that specific player is recommended mid, where if I give 8 to 10 points, then think that specific player is recommended high. Not only that, those 1 to 10 points are given based on the 3 different factors. The first factor is stats and performance of the player. Second factor is relevance of the players, which means for how much month you can use that player. And the third factor is shard cost. Not only that, I am going to give alternative players of each player that I am going to discuss. Moreover, the reason this review is going to be worthy is because you are going to get opinions of the 4 more amazing grinders in the game. I have discussed about those UTOTS players with these bros, MGL and Chance, who is FC2 ranked, Phoenix Bro, Ninja Gamer Bro, and JOD Bro. If you appreciate them, comment down the hashtag thank you message. Anyway, let's discuss player number 10, Ibanez. In the number 10, I have included Ibanez because he is 107 rating, and you all know very well 107 relevance time is less just 2 to 3 more months. Anyway, if performance matters for you, then Ibanez is going to be the best choice for you bros, as his performances are great. You can't actually test this card in the scouting camp. Actually, I told you, 4 people helped me to make the list, so they tested it. The reason Ibanez is good is because he has got everything good that a good defender requires. You can see he has good pace, marking and strength. Also, his height is good enough along with heading and jumping. Moreover, he has got good tackles, and you can see dive into tackles traits, which makes a defender very active and tackle in important situations. The work rate is balanced and overall very good. Talking about the shards price, he costs 300 shards, and that's freaking cheaper. Definitely keeping 107 rating players, you will be able to reach 114 total team OVR. Just make sure to get him in case if you don't already have 3 axe 107 rating defenders, or you don't have any 107 rating defenders. Anyway, it's just 300 shards and his performance is good, so I am recommending him 6 out of 10, which means mid recommendation. There is no alternative to Ibanez as he is cheap, and it's very hard to get cheap beast defenders through shards. In the player number 9, we have Ousmane Dembele. This time Dembele came with the striker position. His TOTS version was RW, and he was really good on gameplay. The reason I kept him on number 9 is because we are having a lot of strikers ahead of him. Recently, Dembele comes on the top 8 striker in the game. He is very pacey, and you can feel very smooth when you use him. Physically, Dembele is very weak, and he also lacks on shooting traits. However, I felt Dembele is more worthy than Mbappe as he is cheap with shards. He just costs 1,500 shards tokens. He has got both foot 5-star and overall. His goal scoring ability along with positioning is very good in game, where in the Mbappe card, the positioning and goal scoring is quite bad. Definitely not knowing how to use might be one factor, but that's what I felt when using Mbappe. So, I am preferring Dembele over Mbappe, and I will rate him 4 out of 10, which means low recommendation. I am recommending him low, as we have a lot of cheaper alt of Dembele, who has literally far more better performance. They are players such as Van Basten, Gyökeres, Isak, who just costs 1,250 shards. In the player number 8, we have Ronaldo UTOTS. Ronaldo card this time is even more effective and very goo on maintaining position, scoring a lot OG goals, and most probably there is no other striker in the game who has very powerful shots like him. I am talking about power shots, so remember, accuracy and power shot is another thing. He lacks on 5-star weak foot, due to which his long-range scoring chances gets reduced, so slightly, Dembele is more effective than Ronaldo, but also his finishing are very unreal if his right foot catches the ball. Anyway, you can see he has good physical, height, power header traits, and 2 amazing traits, long shot taker and outside foot shot, which is important for a striker. So, overall, Ronaldo is very good, and you should definitely not regret taking him if you are a fan of Ronaldo. Overall, he is less smooth than Dembele. I will rate him 4 out of 10, which means low recommendation as he is very costly, ruins F2P shards allocation, and we have a lot of cheap alts of Ronaldo. His alternatives can be players such as Van Basten, Gyökeres, Isak, R9, who definitely outperforms Ronaldo without any doubts. I am including R9 here as he also costs 2,000 shards, where in Dembele case, Dembele just costs 1,500 shards, so I excluded R9. In the player number 7, we have McTominay UTOTS 108 rating center defensive midfielder. The main reason he is included in the top 7 is definitely because of having good defending and very good on strength and aggression. His marking, standing tackle and awareness is very good and even decent on acceleration and spring speed. The work rate is balanced on him, and as per the shard costs, he is very much effective. You definitely can't test him on scouting camp, but still, as per recommendation of our guider, he is very great. I was including De Gea in the place of McTominay, but they informed me later that he deserves to be in the list. Honestly, I was impressed with De Gea, and I will definitely prefer you bros De Gea. But two things are clearly saying McTominay is good, and they are just 50 shards difference. He just costs 650 shards. Another is OVR. He is 108 OVR, but De Gea is just 107 and costs are similar. I will rate him 6 out of 10, which means mid-recommendation. His alternatives can be players such as Ramirez 108, Savic 107. In the player number 6, we have Lionel Messi. Now, Messi is the card who really doesn't dissatisfy you in terms of giving performance. Especially in RW, he was too good, but this time EA brought him on cam, and he is an absolute beast on it. For me, the best cam in the game is Messi, as he is very smooth. In terms of dribbling, there is no one in the game who will outperform Messi, as just go to scouting camp and test him. You will honestly see, very good on lane change. Skill moves are quick, he runs fast, and the best thing I saw on Messi is, he has got good long-range shots. If you try power shots, he reacts quickly to the ball, so if you know how to get space from midfield, he is going to help you to score a lot of goals. Anyway, I felt Messi helps to boost your confidence. However, one major disadvantage is, he gets physical very quickly if your opponent is good on covering defense. Overall, he is a complete player, and can play 2 more positions, so you will definitely not regret claiming Messi. However, if someone costs 2,000 tokens, you have to think 10 times if you are F2P. I will rate him 7 out of 10, which means mid-recommendation. His alternative in this event can be Olise, Ibarbo 107. Now, in player number 5, we have Van Dijk. He is the top 4th defender in the game. During the test, he was literally too good on headings. He was mostly performing heading and sometimes even scoring goal. He is heading and physical monster, and I don't think you will get anyone better than him in heading. He is too good at it. In defending, he is too good. However, he lacks on quick runs. He is very costly, 1,500 shards. So, I will rate him 4 out of 10, which means low recommendation. His alternatives can be players such as Maldini, Lucio 109. If you need cheaper, then we have Bastoni 109 and Hierro 109. In the player number 4, we have Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes is good defending-wise, helps to join attack sometimes with wide runs, and very good on awareness. Stats-wise, his defending is not looking good, but during gameplay he is active, and in past days also his cards used to be very good and meta for long. He is going to be relevant for around 4 months, and his cost is also decent, which is 1,000. So, I will rate him 8 out of 10, which means highly recommended, as he is cheap and hard to get replaced. I don't think so. He has an alt right now with cheaper cost than him, and more effectiveness. Talking about the player number 3, Bellingham. Bellingham is good on pace even though he is a CM, and I have to say that he is much more effective in terms of quick skill moves. He reacts quickly. He can also play in the alt position cam, so that's another advantage of him. He has got to dive into tackles. A bit cons is, he doesn't have a playmaker trait which is considered good if a midfielder has. Anyway, if you are taking him, he will be relevant for the next 4 months. Overall, he is very costly, and 1,500 shards is very high for a CM. So, I will rate him 3 out of 10, which means low recommendation, as he is very costly, and we have an alternative to Bellingham who is better than him. His alternatives can be players such as Savic 107, Gullit 109. I think if you are wasting 1,500 shards in just a CM, then better go for Gullit, as he is very exceptional and even outperforms Bellingham easily, as Gullit's goal-scoring ability is very unreal. Talking about the player number 2, Isak. Even though EA launched the many strikers this time who literally cost 2,000 shards, they didn't even manage to outperform such freaking cheap cards like Isak. Isak. Cost is just 1,250, and trust me, this is literally a very cheap price for a UTOTS. As you all know, UTOTS gets +2 skill points boost in each level. The literally gets 6 extra boost if you give 3 level skill points. So, getting UTOTS in just freaking 1,250 token is W for F2P. Talking about performance, Isak is as deadly as it used to be in past days. He has got crazy good sprint speed, both feet 5-star. He lacks stamina, but it's really not an issue in a match as you can't fully use his stamina that easily even though you see less in stats. Talking about the finishing of Isak, he is deadly on finishing. His shot powers are very good. Moreover, he has got good traits such as finesse shot, which is going to help him a lot from scoring outside the box goals. His physical strength is a bit weak, so that's a little bit of a problem for him. Anyway, I will rate him 9 out of 10, which means highly recommended, as he is worth the cost. His alternatives can be players such as Van Basten and Gyökeres. All of them cost 1,250 tokens, but the choice is yours. I prefer Isak over Van Basten, as Isak has boost plus he is a UTOTS card. However, I am suggesting Gyökeres over Isak as Gyökeres is top 1 and best ST in the game right now, and outperforms everyone. To discuss more about him, let's discuss player number 1, Gyökeres. He is another UTOTS player who is of absolute worth for F2P users. This time, EA added a 4-star skill move on this card, and it became one of the most deadliest striker in the game. You can see almost similar stats on him and on the Isak UTOTS cards, however, the best advantage that you can get on this card is physical. His strength is really good, and most of the beginners don't know how to use physics in the game, as you have to learn to use some skill moves such as open up fake shots and heel-to-heel flick. Anyway, his height is good, plus he is great at stunting. Stamina is also full of him. I have no words for this guy as he is too effective at scoring goals, and he keeps good positioning. So, I will rate him 9 out of 10, which means highly recommended, and if you don't like him, you can consider Van Basten and Isak as his replacement. Anyway, at last, all the 108, 109 OVR UTOTS players are going to be relevant for around next 4 to 5 months, and it's absolutely unpredictable. Furthermore, it's not like that. I kept Gyökeres in top 1 means you have to get him. He is good on physical, so there are chances you don't know how to use physical well, so you can definitely try out his alternatives like Isak Van Bast in scouting camp first. That helps to know you to decide best UTOTS players. Anyway, believers, I hope this video has helped you a lot, and make sure to comment down which player you took and what do you think about the opinion that I have shared about these UTOTS players. Also, comment if I have missed any players who were deserving. Anyway, that's all for this video. I will meet you with another one. Till then, your lovely host, Mr. Believer, signs out.